What's up, everybody? Tendo here. With me, I've got that girl Hannah, and today we're gonna drive a couple hours north of Phoenix and go to a little town called Payson and go thrifting while we're up there. We've been there one time before and it was wild, and we didn't have a lot of time. We were there for like an hour and did some of the best thrift shopping of our life. Hannah got just like, how many pairs of jeans?
I think 13 that I counted.
13 pairs of jeans at one thrift shop. I found some video games, and I found a Clone Trooper helmet when we were there last time. And yeah, we haven't been back since, so we've got the time today. We've got the patience today to drive up there, so let's do it. Made it to Payson, and there are some thrift stores here we're familiar with that we can't wait to get to, but there's also several more that were here last time we were that we weren't able to stop at due to some of them being closed, and also we were pretty limited on time. But we found a Humane Society thrift store here we've never been to. But interestingly, when we rolled up, there's all these little boutique shops and trinkets and treasure shop over here, so we'll probably just spend the first part of our day here in this part of town and just check all this stuff out and see if anything's worth visiting. The store just keeps going and going. Room after room after room. And another one. You got it. Another one. I guess this is the kids' room? Like a tiny little room with Christmas decorations. I'm lost in here. Like, I don't know how to get out. And of course, a clothes room, which is where Hannah is. There's like a book nook room. I guess the games are probably in here. Took a little while, but I located what looks like a game section, but all the games are $5. I'll think about this one. I'm not sure if I have it or not. I gotta look. Oh wow,
that's cool.
What is it? 5 incredible Star Wars titles for the Macintosh. All right, we gotta buy that. What? Probably put this other one back. It's not a bad price for it. It's $5 also. What'd you get?
Skechers shoes. I think they're $8, and then a pair of Lee jeans for $2.
Nice. It has not one, but 2 easy bake ovens. And there's a side yard with more items. I wonder what's out there. Not really much out here, just yard stuff, trinkets. It's an actual Nintendo. I don't think I've ever seen one in person. $20 though. Gonna pass. Okay, so we actually found a bunch of good stuff, but their credit card machine's broken and we didn't bring any cash on this trip, which we should have, but we didn't. So I guess let's go shop back around here and then we'll come back and see if the credit card machine's working, and then if not, we'll go to a bank. But I usually carry a little bit of cash for situations like these, but I spent it recently, so let's go. Second store in a row that's just like rooms and rooms full of stuff, but this one's got like outdoor barns full of stuff. What is this? A barn full of clothes. Barn full of dishes and other stuff. Bunch of furniture in this barn. Couches and stuff. This place is wild. Well, that was cool. Almost didn't even go in that store because it looked more like a gift shop or something, but it was quite literally a thrift store. It's always interesting in little towns like this because like that store that we just came out of didn't come up on the map for thrift stores. I didn't search flea markets, which is almost kind of what it was, because I think the main store was like a thrift store and people ran that, and I think they rented all those barns in the back out to other people. I think that's what was going on. Kind of walking the whole block now just to make sure we're not missing anything else, because it's like a perfectly normal little 1 square block western street, you know? There's legit ice on the ground all over the place. I guess they must have had a cold night. The exact same game I just bought for the exact same price. So there's like 30 or 40 different rooms in this building too. I'm not gonna walk in all of them again. I'm getting tired, but just know there's a lot of rooms here. All right, that was another kind of cool, thrifty, not really thrift store, flea market thing. It's just this whole road. It's all it is. So glad we stopped by, but I'm not finding a ton, but it is cool to look at, I guess. There were some neat collectibles in that last one. Let's go in one more here. It's right next door. Pimp cane. All right, another cool antique store. That one stuck a little bit more to its guns because there was not any DVDs or movies or really anything from a modern era in there. So I think that was the last one. So let's go on to the other side of town to some of the more normal thrift stores. There's definitely a Goodwill here. And if I recall correctly, there's another mom and pop right next to the Goodwill. Then there's some other stuff in town. You guys hunker down because we got a lot of thrifting to do today. All right, we got the money out of the ATM and Hannah went back and got the stuff. Did you get it?
Got the goods.
How much did it all cost?
21 bucks. Not bad.
Next up, there's a Goodwill, and then after that, there's a thrift store, that yellow sign right over there. This is what we really came for. These two thrift stores really did us good last time we were here. So let's do these, then we'll probably eat, and then there are a few more thrift stores on the map. Now, whether or not they're open, whether or not they're easy to get to, we'll find out. But for now, let's go in Goodwill. Let's go. Come on now. Two times in a row that we've been to this Goodwill. It's went extremely well. Let's go put this stuff in the van, and then we will go to the thrift store next door. Pretty excited about that. Let's go. I'm not finding a lot for me in this thrift store, but I'm pretty sure I just heard Hannah audibly gasp from over there. So let's go see what she found. What'd you get?
Full 70s jacket and a Mickey Mouse onesie.
Wow.
This is beautiful.
No video games there, but I got a camera lens. What'd you get?
I got a bunch of dope stuff.
All right, so far you're getting a lot more clothes than I am video games, but I don't think that's all. I think there's a couple more things in town, but let's go get something to eat first. What'd you get?
Mango chicken curry.
Thank you. All right, Thai food was good. There are a couple more thrift shops in town. One of them is the St. Vincent de Paul, and it's closed, so let's go check out the other one. This next stop, that says closed. Oh, it's closed. All right, we're driving to the last thrift store in town, and it's closed too. That's 3 thrift stores in town that were closed on Monday. I mean, I get it. A lot of businesses like to be closed on a day that the banks are open so they can get their business done on those days, but that's the last thrift store we're gonna get here in town. So we're gonna head back to Phoenix, and there is one Goodwill way on the north end of Phoenix that we don't get to hit too often. We'll hit that on the way home, and then we'll be done.
How can I help you?
I'll have 2 small chocolate Frosties, please.
All right, anything else?
That'll be it.
All right, go ahead, pull forward to the second window. I'll have it ready for you.
I haven't had a Frosty in forever. Since there's no more thrift stores, we just had to break down and get Frosties. All right, last stop of the day, we are in Fountain Hills. We were able to stop here last week. I don't really remember how it went, but it's an awesome Goodwill. Oh yeah, I do remember now. I think I bought, what was it? N64 game, maybe? Maybe that stuff's still here and marked down. That'd be nice. There's a cart full of stuff here. I guess they're restocking. Mario Galaxy, let's go. Let's go. Find anything?
These are fajita plates. Dope.
I got Mario Sunshine.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Inbox Super Nintendo games. Super Nintendo, let's go.
And Mario something.
So the Super Nintendo has a few inbox games in there that I'm pretty excited about, but it also has a stack of Super Nintendo game manuals that the games aren't in there. So kind of excited to get home and see what's in there. Alright guys, super productive day of thrifting. Pretty happy with the stuff that we got today. It was really cool to go up to Payson. I consider the trip a success, though. If there was one failure, there were a couple great thrift stores there that just weren't open on Mondays. And I really want to definitely go back sometime soon and hit those. Payson's usually a place we hit on the way out of town when we're going east of Phoenix. So it was kind of odd to go today and then come right back home. But we got some good stuff. Let's start with your stuff and then we'll roll into mine.
I got just a little bit of stuff, but all of it I really like. There we go. I got this vintage 1970s ski jacket. It's pretty cool. A red and blue color block with a little tan accent. Looks pretty good.
I would wear that if it fit me. Very nice.
I got a pair of light wash Lee jeans.
Hold it up.
Got a pair of light wash Lee jeans. Just staple vintage pair of jeans. Then I got these beautiful pair of Rocky jeans.
Wow.
I love me some Rockies. They're super fun. They got the studs on the side and some cool like pleating details going on. And got some Skechers shoes. Alright, here we go. These are really popular right now for some reason. Don't know why, but hey, people like them.
We've sold several of them recently.
And my favorite item, which is a vintage Mickey Mouse onesie.
You gonna wear it or sell it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It looks like it'll fit you.
It might be a little too hot in Phoenix to wear it, but
Yeah. It's huge.
I dig it.
Alright, last thing you got?
And I got a vintage plate. This thing is heavy.
It's very heavy.
Super heavy.
I just tried to pick it up like this. It was quite difficult. Alright, let's move on to my nonsense. I'll stack up the video games here and we'll run through the regular video games. Now let's do this first. I got a lens. It is called a kit lens for those of you who are not familiar with cameras. If you buy a Nikon camera, this is almost definitely the lens that's going to be included, if it has one included at all. So it's not fancy, it's nothing great, but I have a lot of different lenses. When I do video work for hire, I'll often rent cameras, and so sometimes, you know, it's good to just have a tester lens laying around for other cameras that I might have in my possession at any given time. I own no less than probably 50 or 60 lenses. It's no joke. So, what's one more? Alright, next thing, let's do the video games. Got some great stuff here. I mean, some stuff that I'm terribly excited to have, some things that were just good finds. First up, Hot Shots Golf Open Tee for the PSP. There's that thrift store that looked little bitty, but then you walk in, it was like 37 different rooms. And this was almost the only video game they had. Super Mario Galaxy, what? This is great because the copy I already have is sealed. And I've been wanting to get around to play it, but didn't really feel like opening my sealed copy. So this will be the one I play. And we'll leave the sealed one on the shelf. And then Need for Speed Underground. Now this was weird because I got home. I did notice it had the wrong one in it when I bought it, but I didn't pick the disc up. This is just a game I actually wanted to play, Rogue Leader. But you get in here, and then Need for Speed's actually underneath. So I do have Need for Speed, and I got an extra game out of the deal. Super dope. Nintendo DS, SpongeBob SquarePants, Nicktoons, Globs of Doom. How dark. But it's complete. Super down to play that. And then, boom! Look at that bad boy. I just went ahead and bought them both because they were both there. But I got NCAA Football 12 and 14. And quite hilariously, NCAA 14 was there. It is in a little bit rough shape, but, you know, the case is broken. But the rest of it's intact. The disc is in a good shape. So that's a game I won't have to spend big bucks on in my long, long road to complete the Xbox 360 collection. Quite hilariously, last time I saw this in the wild, I passed it up because I didn't know about it, didn't know it was rare. And a lot of you will understand that's not a game you would ever see on a shelf and just expect to be rare, but because it's the last one, it is. It'll be interesting to see if the value of that goes down any when they start making NCAA games again, because it does kind of look like that's on the horizon due to some legal battles that have happened. I've read up on it a little bit. It's really interesting stuff, but at any rate, it'll probably always be a little bit rare because it's definitely the last one on the system, and honestly, the last one for a couple systems. But I almost just want to play it just to say I did. We'll see, though. As far as any of these games go that I do have here today, definitely let me know if you think I should play them or not. If there's anything that you have fond memories of playing, I get all my best video game suggestions from you guys. And then next up, Jam Pack, a Jam Pack that I don't have. I'm always happy to find a complete Jam Pack. I want the whole collection of these so bad. I've not really ever looked up how many there are, though. I need to look that up. And then Kung Fu Panda for the Wii. Let's go. That I will play. I only bought this, though, because it's that special kind of case that I've talked about before that I really like. It's from Hollywood Video. I'm trying to make a Hollywood Video and a Blockbuster shelf one of these days in my room, just with, you know, games from those respective rental places. All right, let's move on to the wild stuff. I don't know anything about this. I bought it to put it on a Star Wars shelf. It is a box full of video games for the Macintosh. Macintosh only. 5 incredible Star Wars titles for the Macintosh. I can only play these on an old Apple computer. Isn't that wild? I bought it because it's complete. It's all there. I'm not going to sit here and open it, though I probably should see if there's like any posters inside. But I'm pretty happy about it. I do have some old MacBooks laying around. I need to look at this hard, do a little bit of research, and see exactly how old the Macintosh system has to be to run it. But Star Wars Rebel Assault, Star Wars Dark Forces, Star Wars Rebel Assault, The Hidden Empire, and then Star Wars X-Wing. Super awesome. That's cool. That was just a neat little jewel. It was $5, so I just couldn't leave it at that thrift shop. But the last thing I got today is a Super Nintendo. Now, it's pretty yellowed, and the body has a little bit of damage. And I haven't tested it yet because it's still locked up in the bag. We're not going to do that here. I've been saying this for a while, and it is something we're getting around to doing. I have stacks and stacks of untested systems, systems that I know not to be working, and then some systems that need cosmetic repair, and then systems that need body swaps. One of these days on, you know how some of my episodes I do game room updates. One of these days here soon we'll be doing some stuff. So these systems that I've been buying recently will get their time in the sun. But the big thing about this right now is not whether or not the system works, but what's in these games. It was right at the right price where it was kind of like worth it for kind of a grab bag. Like there's some Nintendo games in here we can see. There's one that is just in a black case that we can't see. And there's a whole bag full of gaming manuals, and Super Mario All-Stars is right on top of that. So I'm very fond of piecing together complete in-box stuff from pieces, and so this just looked worth it to me. And I probably spent about as much as these games are worth. So not a whole lot, but even if it does come up a little short, I'll probably swap this Super Nintendo into a better looking body that I have that's broken, and, you know, take it for trading credit and come out even. But I'm not worried about that because there is one game in here I'm super excited about. But let's go through all of it. Alright, so first up we've got a complete, well, an inbox. I don't know if I can say complete yet. An inbox Wheel of Fortune. Alright, the cardboard sleeve is not in there, but the manual is, and the game cart is, and the cart has a protector. Super dope. Very excited to put any game that's in box on my shelf. I only have one in-box Super Nintendo game, and then I have the original in-box cartridge cleaner. So that kind of counts, but not really. It's in the same box. Looks nice on the shelf next to my one Super Nintendo game. But when this is over, I should have 4 complete Super Nintendo games. Next up, Monopoly. And it also does not have the cardboard sleeve. I bet I could order replacement sleeves for those. This is a game I already had, but not complete, so probably just drop that one in the trade-in box. Also has its manual, but I'm very happy to have that, and I'm just sitting here thinking, looking at it, that I need to get some plastic protectors for both these and my NES in-box games, because I've got all my Game Boy games in them. I just haven't ordered them for these systems because I didn't really have enough, but I think now's the time. All right, let's keep moving. I'll do this mystery game next. I'm not expecting anything great, but it would be cool if Super Mario All-Stars was in here. Okay. Nothing superb. Caesar's Palace, Super Caesar's Palace. And it's in a VHS box. Okay.
Retro.
Let's just, let's get rid of that. Yep, there's Super Caesar's Palace, MBD. All right, and then let's do this game next, and then we'll look through these manuals. This game is called The Lost Dimensions, and it looks awesome. This is definitely a game I want to know about in the comment sections below, if you know anything about it, because this game looks right up my alley. It looks like a wild platformer with like a spaceman. He's got a jet pack on, and he's climbing up a beanstalk. The dude in the picture looks kind of real. I kind of wonder if it's not based off a movie. I don't know anything about it. Special glasses included, though. And this one has the internal game holder, which is awesome. It looks like no manual, but it does have the glasses. What? Ooh, it's got a sticky rubber band on it. That's all right. Bruh. That's awesome. Maybe the manual will be in there. I don't know, though. But this is definitely a game I've never seen in the wild. And I would imagine, I bet it's not worth a fortune or anything, but I would imagine that it just being a slightly odd game and complete in box, I was pretty lucky to stumble across it. Alright, so, again, you can see the system. It's definitely a yellow one. It's not, it's nothing to write home about, but if it works, that'll be good, and I'll just swap the body with a cleaner looking one. It does have the right power supply and video cable in it, though, so. Didn't come with any controllers, but I have, just because of how much we shop at the bins, I have about a dozen Super Nintendo controllers. Alright, let's go through these manuals. Can't wait to see what's in here. Just based off this, I might try to use some trading credit soon for a loose cart of All-Stars, and then just order the box off eBay. That would be pretty cool. But Super Mario All-Stars manual number 1. Ooh, the system manual. I'll have to check. I'm pretty sure my Super Nintendo has its system manual in it, but I better make sure, because if it doesn't, I've got one. Alright, and then the paperwork that goes with the Super Nintendo. And what is this? Oh, I thought it was a poster. It's not, but it's still a cool advertisement. The best play here. Yes, I want more challenge. Way more. It's got a bunch of blurbs for games on it. All games look good, including... Oh, that's Vegas Stakes. It's not the same Vegas game, but look at that artwork. I almost want to frame that. Just put it on the back of the Mario shelf. I wonder if I can find a frame that's that long and skinny. It's cool, though. Super Mario All-Stars. Sign up today. Another system information. Maybe that's just the information packet that comes in every game. I'm not sure. The manual for Vegas Stakes. Cool. Wait, so it was Vegas Stakes that I have? No, it is Caesar's Palace. I'm tripping. Ooh. Super Mario World Manual. I also kind of want to just frame that and put that on the Mario shelf. True story about the Super Mario World Manual. My dad's first cousin, when we would visit his house, he had a Super Nintendo. They didn't keep the box or anything, but we would play it. And one day I found this in the drawer at their house and asked if I could have it. They were just like, totally, we don't want it. Probably 6 or 7, 8 years old at the time. And I carried this thing around and read it like it was the Bible. Like I was learning about what the Yoshis did, the different color Yoshis. I just remember being so obsessed with it. And then remembering all the names of all the different Mario creatures. And honestly, still today, the only reason I think I know the names so well is because of how much I studied it then. Another system information, and then finally the manual for Super Caesar Palace. And you know what's pretty cool about that is we got that system in that bag, and like I don't remember which games it was. Do you? It was this DS game, it was this game, and Super Mario Galaxy. We got all of that for right at $40 because of a coupon that we had. So I'm pretty happy about it. I'm happy to finally, I think the happiest thing about all this is to finally have a few in-box Super Nintendo games on the shelf, because like I've kind of been holding off on buying a lot of the Super Nintendo stuff I want because so much of it, it's important to me to have it in box because the Super Nintendo is my favorite system. So, you know, Mario All-Stars, Yoshi's World, all that stuff, I want it in box because I'm almost as interested in displaying that stuff as I am playing it. It's all stuff I really want to play, but I want just this beautiful Mario shelf one of these days. I'm not kidding you, I've even thought about taking the game room and moving everything down a shelf and just using my whole top row all the way around the room, because all the shelves are even now around my game room. Using that whole top shelf is nothing but a giant Mario shelf. With,
shrine.
Yeah, shrine to Mario. It's something that's going to happen one of these days. Spoiler alert. But yeah, that's everything that we got today. I couldn't be happier. I love when hauls like this come around. Hannah, what was your favorite thing we got today?
The plate.
The plate?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna tie with Super Mario Galaxy and the Lost Dimension. I can't wait to pop this in. We now have a Retron 5 in our bedroom, so we will be popping this in tonight. But I want to know what you guys think about this game, if you know anything about it, because that artwork on the back looks it looks wild. It looks like some crazy stuff going on there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for going thrifting with us. Before you go, do go join our Discord. I'm going to give you a little secret. If you're watching right now and you haven't joined our Discord's at 99 members. You should go join and be the 100th member. Or the 108th, because usually when this happens, like when we're really close to a new, like, you know, like 700, 800, 900 subs, usually like 9, 10 people sub all at once when they realize how close it is. But that could be you. You could be our 100th Discord member. So go join our Discord. It's just a place where we chat about our finds. You can go over there right now. Today was a great day on the Discord. Yesterday, too. Plenty of people sharing pictures of their game rooms and their new thrift finds. If that interests you, just come over there and hang out with us. That's our main interest with the Discord, is just to kind of have a little bit of community space to chat about things. So go join it. The link is below. And then before you go, do me an even bigger favor and hit that subscribe button, because we just might hit 1,000 subs before the month is over. That would be the first month we did 200 subs in 1 month. And so if we had your help, we could definitely do that this month and kind of beat our goal. Probably almost 3-4 months ago, we realized that it was like very consistently 100 subs a month, like almost to the T and to the day. It was like the first would hit, we would hit that next 100. It's been really cool, but for some reason this month that's doubled, and we're already at about 80 subs in 5 or 6 days. It's wild. So if you wouldn't mind helping us just smash that goal and do 200 subs this month, I'd really appreciate it. So hit that sub button, and then everybody that is subbed, please hit the notification bell so that when we post videos in the future and bring home in-box Super Nintendo games, you'll get a notification when we post that video, and you can come back right then and hang out with us. And until then, guys, peace out.